Awesome. Yay. Okay. Hi. Oh, we got Kia on too. Cool. All right, we're just about to start, Kia. And all right, cool. So this is being recorded so we can send it out to some peeps. So I just want to start by saying a huge thank you to everybody that's just jumping on and kind of hearing about what we're doing here. It says Kia is connecting to audio. I don't know if that means she can't hear us yet, but um just thank you for you guys taking some time out to chat with us today. And obviously a huge thank you to Melissa and Hallie and Cami coming on. These guys are what we would consider like our executive leadership team at Beauty Society. They are like the heart of everything that we do here. They are the ones that discovered this gem of a company, and we're going to talk about why it's a gem. And they are the women who have really put their heart and souls into creating the systems that we use that really make this business so so simple and so attainable for so many women. You don't have to have a giant network. They've really created some. We're going to talk about the systems. I talk a lot about the systems, but people are always like, what does that mean? We're going to kind of talk about the systems as we go on here. And then at the end, if you guys want to like ask questions or whatever. But I'm so grateful that these ladies gave us their time. They have built amazing businesses with Beauty Society. And they are helping us do the same. So thank you guys for having the time to chat with us. And before I turn it over, because Melissa, we're going to kind of shoot, we have like a little loose outline just so we can hit some ideas. But I just wanted to say something quick in the beginning, which is that, oh gosh, many years ago when I first found network marketing and my kids were little, probably like 4 and 2, or maybe like 5 and 3, somewhere along those lines. It's been a little while. And the way I found this industry was I was invited to a jewelry party, and I went to a friend's and she had a few people. We had a great night. She asked me to host a party. I was like, sure. I didn't even really know what that meant. I had fun at the party, had some friends over. I got some free jewelry. It was cool. And even from the first time I met her, she kept saying to me like, you'd be really great at what I do. Like, you would really do well with this. And it would be so great with your little family that you'd have some flexible income. And and she just was always kind of like planting these seeds with me. And I was like, okay, I don't really know what that means. I had no clue. And so, her like kind of confidence in me, I don't know what she saw in me, if she saw that, you know, my pain point, which was I wanted to be with my boys and I needed the income, um, but I didn't want to be away from home, or if she just saw that I was, kind of quickly willing to host a party and enjoyed it. But something that she saw in me made her keep planting the seed. Like she said it once, I didn't really know what she was talking about. She said it a few more times. And in the end, she kind of had me talked into like, wow, this is a pretty cool industry model and maybe I can do something with it. So I always hold on to that because that makes me remember why I talk to you guys about this stuff and why I'm always an advocate for the business model. And also just that if you're here, it's because I've reached out to you personally and that I see something in you that maybe that woman saw in me that I feel like you'd benefit and love what I'm doing. So I just thought I'd share that little bit of a story first because it just kind of gives you guys a background of how I started out doing what I'm doing. So, and loving it. So, Melissa, you want to take the stage?
Hey guys. Hi, I'm Melissa. I'm one of the leaders at Beauty Society. I'm super excited to speak to you guys today. Um, I didn't know that story, Kelly. I did not know that. That is so funny. I did not know that's how you got started. Um, I'm curious. I want to ask Kaylee a question. A little about me. I'm a mom of two. I live in Florida. I got into the industry like Kelly. I was like, I don't know about this. I'm not sure. I don't think I'm interested, but I decided to go for it. I'm very money motivated. So someone had showed me a paycheck, which is like really not a great way to do things because I think it's a little unethical. But anyway, I saw a paycheck and I was like, wait, you can make that much money. And so I jumped in to the industry because that was just really appealing to me. So this is back in 2013, and I've been doing it ever since. So hang on, I'm gonna mute some people. Let's see. I want to tell you a little bit about the company that we just started though in 2020 with Beauty Society. I want to tell you a little bit about that journey. I'm going to start with Haley. Haley is my business partner. She is my bestie. She is the person that when we were looking for something new, we felt like we needed a new home. She's the one that discovered Beauty Society. So I want her to tell you a little bit about it and really like why was it such a hidden gem, Haley?
Yeah. Okay. Hi, I'm Haley and Kelly, just like you. I think we all can relate some way in, to your story of wanting a different way. I feel like we're all hardwired to do like that 8 to 5 job for someone else. And so it's so nice that there is something else in the world that can help people have more flexible time freedom. Time is our most valuable commodity. So whether you want to do this as a side thing or a full-time gig, it really can, meet you at whatever expectations you, sorry, I'm being distracted, whatever expectations that you have for it. And so a little bit about myself, I've been in the industry for almost 11 years. I was with another company for 7 years whenever I decided that it was time to find something else. Reason being is just, in life we change, right? We change directions and I feel like we become wiser the older we get, right? And it's like, oh, I see, I want that, I want that, I want that. And so whenever I would go to events and I would like brush shoulders with, multi-million-dollar earners in this industry, the things that they were doing that I didn't have access to, I was like, okay, that is how you become more successful. And so long story short, we found Beauty Society. What makes Beauty Society such a hidden gem though, is that they were created from the ground up. Okay. Jeannie, the owner of Beauty Society, she created it like in her garage in 2005. I think 2004, 2005 was like her first sell. And so when we came on board, they actually had already been around for 15 years. And so most people are like, well, why would you join a company that's been around for 15 years? Like, how was there success in that? Because the whole mentality of network marketing is like, get in first, right? Who has heard of that term? Like, you want to get in at the ground floor, like all those, icky words. And in reality, you really want infrastructure. You want infrastructure, you want connections, and you want a company that's able to take a big boom, but they haven't hit it yet. And the reason that Beauty Society had not hit it yet is because they were still doing the old term. If you guys have been around network marketing for a long time, I think they call it belly to belly selling. So in-home parties, they were doing everything in person and they hadn't really taken the brand online. And what that creates is kind of like a fear of not wanting to enroll other people to sell it with you, because it's kind of old school thinking. Let's say you live in a neighborhood and you're the only one that sells it in your neighborhood. You're the one making all the commission, right? You're making up to 45% commission versus signing up 4 of your neighbors. And then now you're not the one providing to the whole neighborhood anymore. It's short-term small thinking versus long-term big thinking of online network marketing. And so it was like, hey, listen, you have these really amazing products. You have these really amazing heart. There's a lot of things also in a business that you can't change, and that's culture. Culture starts at the owner of the company and trickles down. You cannot change that. Whenever you go inside an organization, think of anything you've done in life, whether you have worked at Target, the culture of that store, you can't change. Maybe it's a club that you have joined, a bunco group in your neighborhood. Whoever was the head honcho bunco lady, like, she controls the culture. Okay. If she's not a kind lady, the group's probably not a kind group. And so Beauty Society really was a hidden gem in that aspect of it wasn't online yet. So it was like, let's take it and boom, it online. So that happened in March of 2020. We tripled the company in 3 weeks, and there's still so much more room for growth. And so that's why we are here today.
Oh my gosh, I love that so much. Now, Kelly, I'm curious. I can't remember, like, how did you get introduced to Beauty Society?
So I had been a part of a few different businesses. And I always felt, and it's interesting how Hallie was just saying, about like the, all right, I lost my train of thought. Okay, I'm sorry. I have so much on my mind, and there's literally somebody's tiny little dog is running around my neighborhood outside, and I'm really nervous about it. Like literally they're chasing like their tiny little teacup something around the neighborhood. Oh my gosh. Okay. So, ask me the question again, please.
So, how did you get introduced to Beauty Society?
Okay. So I had some bad experiences. I had, like you guys were saying, I would come into a company and they'd be in like a hyper growth, and I would think that was a good time to join, and it would end up being really disappointing a lot of times because it would start as one thing and end up as another. And so I really value like my reputation and the people that I'm bringing into the products and the people I'm bringing into the business. And when I would get to a point where things would start like to crumble or not look great, I would get discouraged. And so I was at a point where I was done. I had said to my husband, I'm done. I can't find a company that I align with, that is not just, you know, the products, but the company culture, the team culture. Like I wanted it all because I had seen it like in little bits here and there. And I I wanted to see it all together, and I just wasn't experiencing that. And so I said to my husband, I think I'm just done. I don't know what to do. I can't join another company. I just can't do it. And so I was planning on being out. And then I saw Kara Floyd, who is my sponsor, who is not on tonight. She has a daughter graduating high school and a lot going on. And I saw her post, and one of the best network marketing experiences I had was with her. And I saw her post, and I thought to myself, okay, what's going on here? Like I knew she had built something really, really amazing at the business that she was at. And I thought to myself, if she's leaving what she's built there, it has to be pretty freaking magical. So I reached out to her and I was like, you know, what are you doing? She just kind of had like a new beginnings kind of thing out there. And I reached out to her. She gave me some bullet points. Everything sounded amazing. And then I was like, okay, and the product? And she was like, it's skincare. And I was like, no, because my skin is bad and I've struggled with it for years and nothing ever worked for me. I used Proactive from the time I was a teenager. It was the only thing that helped my cystic acne. I would go to the dermatologist for something different. I tried whatever was trending, whatever was in the stores. Anytime I went away from Proactive, I had terrible, terrible cystic acne. And I had even tried to do some other network marketing companies with things that looked great, and it was always a fail. So I was like, this is not going to work for me. Bummer. But it was a 60% code to try whatever I wanted. And that's how we sign up here, is especially now it can be a $1 digital join, and then you get 60% off anything you want to try. So I was like, what the hell? I'll give it a whirl. I'll try some stuff and I'll hope for the best. And if it works, great. And my skin has been better and better and better every single day. And it's built such a passion in me to be able to share that with people, because having bad skin is really, really hard. And now, you know, some people grow up with great skin, but once you hit a certain age, everybody's fighting something, right? And so it's so rewarding to be a part of an effective skincare line that really, I mean, people thank me. I was said to my sister-in-law a couple of months ago, hey, thanks for the order. I wake up to a 200 and something dollar order. Hey, thanks for the order. And she said to me, cool, but I don't really think of it as helping you. I just love the products. So it's like they're just that good. And so it was this post with Kara. I tried the products, and all the things that she bullet pointed to me about why she was coming over here really rang true and stayed true and have only gotten better. So that's kind of a long answer, but best decision ever.
No, I love that. So it's funny. I love what Rena says. She says, I agreed with both of you, but my experience is you have to love the products and totally believe in them, or else pushing or marketing them goes against your grain and not genuine. Tell us about that. I'm so glad you said that, because that's something I'm really passionate about as well. Like I can't talk about anything I'm not passionate about. Like I just cannot do it. And I too really struggle with my skin. My acne was so bad that I had to do a drug called Accutane, which didn't really work on me. I wasn't able to finish the entire 6 months because it made me so sick. And that's such a dangerous drug too. Don't ever take it. I now know that. But I also, I was using products from the dermatologist, not because I wanted to, but because I had to. So, I was using $175 facial cream. So for me, I'll never forget when Haley's like, okay, I think I found us a company. The way we work is just we just no longer can feel authentic sharing what we were doing before. We knew we could impact more lives. We knew that we could help more people win. And we just knew the vehicle we were in wasn't going to take people there. And we just had to find a new vehicle. So, when she said skincare, it's so funny. I had that same reaction because I was like, oh no, because we talked to Jeannie, the CEO, and the stuff Jeannie was saying, I was like, oh my gosh, I love her. She is so awesome. She talked about the fact that she wanted the team to make money, not spend money. That's something I'm really passionate about. She talked about how everything she does is in-house, makes everything herself, female owned, debt free. Everything she was saying was like, oh my gosh, only 600 advisors at the time. I was like, are you freaking kidding me? This is a unicorn. And she told me about the skincare though. And this is where I got kind of excited, because at first I was like, skincare, no. But she started telling me no, Melissa, we use the max amount of retinol. I was like, oh, you have retinol in your products? Okay. I haven't really seen that in direct sales. And then she's like, we have a max amount of glycolic acid. We use an ingredient called, I was going to say alpha GPT. Yes, advanced VTX. I was going to say alpha GPT. I'm like, no, that's brilliant. Yeah, advanced VTX. So I started Googling and researching and reading the studies on this ingredient. And I was like, oh my, these are solid ingredients. And she's like, that's why we have a 1 year money back guarantee. I'm like, oh my gosh, wow. Okay. So we tried some products and I saw results, even though I was using a line from the dermatologist. I mean, I was using, no lie, $600 worth of skincare is what I was using before. And I still got results. So I was ecstatic. I was like, sign me up, let's go. But I mean, I feel like, Kelly, you resonate with that as well, because you also struggle with your skin. And I feel like that's something that, unless you've ever struggled with your skin, you don't realize how bad it is. I just got bit by a bug in Austin. We're in Austin. I think some of you guys saw it. It was literally so swollen and left a huge mark on my head. It's still not gone yet. And it brought me back to having really bad skin again, just because I've just had this huge just blemish on my face for gosh, how long have we been away from Austin now? It's been several weeks now, and it's still healing up. And it just brought me back to that. And it's that is not I really feel passionate about helping women with that, because it's not fun. And it's totally has my confidence down. I feel like everyone's looking at it. I feel like I have to address it. Oh, I got bit by a bug. Especially because I'm everyone knows I sell skincare and I have this huge bug bite on my face. But it makes me even more passionate about what we do, because I kind of forgot what it was like to have bad skin, and being back in that place mentally, really, it took my self-esteem down. We're at an event I'm not feeling as confident as I normally would feel. And so the fact that we can help people with that, I'm just like, I'm all about it. I love it so much. And like, speaking about that, like, I know Kelly, like, we have a lot of customers and like a high reorder rate. Like, why do you think that is?
So, well, we have a lot of customers that stick around because the products work. You know, like you said, the reorder rate is really high. The way we get customers is what is really unique to me. I've been a part of other teams that have said like, we've got systems, and then you get in and the systems are like, read personal development books and get on the team call. And it's like, okay, that's the system. Okay. Which are great things to do to grow a business and to stay motivated, but there were never really truly systems. And so what we have is Society for All, which I can get into. Most of you guys are in there. It's that in technical terms, it's like a social selling funnel. But really what it is it's third party validation. So it is taking Kelly, the sales rep, out of the equation and showing people real women with skin that is similar to theirs, whether it's rosacea, eczema, acne, fine lines and wrinkles, any and all the things, crepey skin, you know, wrinkled neck and chest, like, so, because you're going to have 20-year-olds in there that are acne ridden, and then you're going to have, you know, women of an older age that are just really trying to combat the sagging, the thing, you know, all the things. And so it's essentially the system is we're like influencers, you know, essentially. So we share ourselves. All of you guys are doing it on social media anyway, right? Your pictures of your kids, what you had for dinner, what your favorite, like, you know, your nails got done, whatever it is. And then we're sliding in like this amazing before and after result. Or, you know, maybe it's the product of the month or something like that. And we're just kind of popping it into stories and just kind of like floating it in, and people go like, oh, cool. Next time they look at it again, like, oh, okay, watching her stories, seeing her kids run around, play football, whatever. And then this thing pops up. And then the conversations start like, okay, I'm curious. What is that? And it really happens. Like people really come to me and say, wow, how did she get that result? Or what is she doing to her skin? And then we have Society for All, where we say, hey, I'd love to show you more. Tell me about your skin. And, you know, what are your concerns? And then they'll probably say something like, well, my skin kind of looks like that. And then, you know, there's a couple different ways you could do it. You can send them the skin quiz, especially early on. If you're kind of like, I don't know what to do, like send them the skin quiz, easy peasy. First, invite them to Society for All to look. You go to the top of the page, type in acne, type in rosacea, type in whatever. You're going to get, boom, all this auto population of all of these women that are struggling with exactly what this person is struggling with. I try to find someone that looks like a similar age, a similar whatever, and I will tag them on there. Hey, look at this girl. Look what she is saying about her own results. Not what I'm saying, but what she's saying. And so you don't have to start off with a million people, million customers. You just need Society for All to show what women are experiencing. And they do all the gloating for you. And then the magic of it is that everybody in there is saying, oh my gosh, you look beautiful. Wow, look at those results. And it's such an uplifting community that people are like, hell, I'll throw my before and after up there because look at all these, look how great these women are in here. And so there's just like this magic to that. And then people stick around. So it's like, it's a consumable product, which is so key. Something that, and with skincare, like when people find skincare that works, they don't stray. I have people that I just had a client like 2 weeks ago that literally was like, I don't know what to do. I think I'm just going to order my skincare to my mom's place in Florida because I'm heading there in like 3 days. And I ran out of my face wash and I went and I grabbed something at CVS and my face looks like crud. And so I need my stuff, but I'm not going to be home. So I'm going to literally send my stuff to Florida to my mom's house. And it's like, wow, that's amazing. And so women get into it, they love it, and then they stick around and then they try something else. Or maybe they try the beauty box and then they get exposed to a bunch of stuff. There's just so many, like, I don't know. They're just like, there's so many working parts to it that just really work and keep people around.
And like, I love what Kimmy just says, like, we have an 89% reorder rate. Like, that is so cool. And I'm curious, Haley, like, so like the products are great. We've already established that. We have an easy way to share the products in a way that like just it doesn't feel icky, right? Like we're offering people value. We're adding them to the group. They're able to see a lot of value, whether they buy from us or not, they enjoy the content, right? But you know, I told you guys earlier, I'm money motivated. So like tell me about the comp plan, Haley, and share a little bit about like how that works.
Yeah, so our comp plan is really juicy. We pay anywhere from 25% base commission to 45% base commission on your personal volume. So anything you personally sell, and you can rank up in those percentages without building an organization if you don't want to. And then it's strictly volume based. So there aren't individual rank requirements in order to hit your rank. It's strictly where the volume comes from and the source that it comes from. We also have lifestyle bonuses that range anywhere from 300 a month to 7,000 a month. And those are, you hit that rank, you get the bonus. There are no other like, fine print, like you have to hit it 5 times in order to get the bonus or anything. It truly is, you hit the rank, you get the bonus. And so it's really juicy. We make everything in-house, from raw ingredients in big barrels to out the door. And the reason I'm sharing that and tying that into the compensation plan is because we're able to pay more because we don't have a third party manufacturer. We're not outsourcing and having to mark up our products. We control it in-house so that we can kind of slice our pie in a juicier way for the advisor to make money. And so if you haven't looked over it, Kelly definitely will have a link of it. I mean, I could go in depth, but that's a whole nother call on its own. But just know that it really is super generous, and that is because we are in control of how we can mark up our products.
We have an
Well,
awesome Fast Start program too. That is like, if you guys jump in and like, if you do really take take the reins and run, you can make a lot of great bonuses. And they're like little attainable, awesome goals. They're not, it's basically like, get your first order and get 25 bucks on top of your commission. Like it's really kind of small, little manageable chunks, and a great way to just start strong.
Yeah, it's really good. It's $2,250 in your first 60 days that you can earn.
wow. And Kimmy just said that, we're made in USA, like providing jobs here and controlling the product quality, which is so great. I feel like that's something so special. A fun fact is that when we moved our corporate office to Vegas from California, almost every single employee actually moved their home to Las Vegas. We went from like 5,000 square feet to 2 acres. And that's just sharing like some of the growth that we're having right now. It's so cool to see. And so many people love Beauty Society so much that they actually like moved their home. So Kelly, I'm wondering why you would say someone should jump in now.
Well, we're constantly doing such innovative stuff. The products are just always next level, which is great. And we're still so small, but like we said before, we have the infrastructure. So, you can you can come in with confidence, to know that like, your hero product, whatever it may be, is not going anywhere. But you have the opportunity to really obtain a ton of clients, and build a team if you so choose. Because there's just really not a lot of chatter out there about us yet, but we are growing fast. I mean, influencers are joining us because are seeing they're seeing that they can make more money with Beauty Society than they can, promoting XYZ product. You can build something really big here, and because the team is so involved, because the systems are so simple, you don't have to pour a ton of time in. They're really, I could go on for hours and hours, but the reason why it would be right now is just because we really do have so much room for growth. I was looking today and like several big beauty companies have millions of representatives in the around the world, you know, and we are still, what are we, 15,000,
13.
13,000
Mhm.
13,000 reps in the US. I mean, we have plans for global expansion, I believe is what has been said, but we have so much more here, so many more lives to touch in the US before that even happens. So yeah, I love it. I'm super, super passionate about where we are. I love that that Jeannie who started the company has a huge heart. She creates the culture here, and that's huge. So in past and other things too is like a lot of other network marketing companies I think get a bad rap because our prices are high, because it's being, you know, spread out to people. But here it's just not like that. And because it was in the past, I would feel like, oh, well, I'll give you my discount, and oh, let me get you that thing with my discount. And then like, you know, where's the business in that? Here, I know that I can spoil people, spoil my clients. There's always codes and ways to save and check out deals that are awesome, like things that women love. We love to see a sale. We love to see a discount code. Like if you get one of our ingestibles, you get Infuse or Confident or Brilliant, like you're getting a $10 code to try something else, and, you know, or just put it towards your next skincare thing that you need. So there's just so many magical things here, and there's really, really money to be made, which I love. That's huge. I mean, that's what we're here for, is to make money, and it's doable.
Well, I mean, like the pie is only sliced so many ways at any company, right? They're only going to pay so much, but we have a really juicy pie because we have a low overhead, and that's because we make our own products. You know, a little bit more about the products, like Cami was sharing, like we're cruelty free, which means not only are our products cruelty free, that means like our ingredient manufacturers do not test on animals either. That's really important to a lot of people. That's the highest and most well-respected certification, being PETA, Leaping Bunny certified. When you're new, guys, like a concierge program is going to help you. You're going to literally Zoom with someone at corporate. They're going to help you get started. 15th most eco-friendly company in the world. So instead of purchasing a brand new product, you can actually get a refill, which is so cool. So you take this, it's discounted, and you get to fill up your existing container instead of buying a brand new product, which I just think is so cool. I love that. I love that our charity that we partner with, it not only it helps with reforestation, planting trees, but it employs women and men that are part of war-torn villages, extreme trafficking. These are people that really desperately need a job and desperately need fair wages. And we plant a tree with every single refill that's purchased. So we're also in our trip incentive earning time right now. So great. Love it. Haley says, Rena, I'm obsessed with your hair. Now I'm like, I need to look at Rena's hair. Oh my gosh, I love it too.
Isn't it so cute? So my husband and I, off topic, we do not argue like whatsoever, except when he cuts his curls. When he cuts his curls, I get so mad. I'm like, keep the curls. And then today he was like, do you want a Frenchie? And I was like, no, my man has to have curls. My kids have to have curls. The dogs have to have curls. Okay.
Oh my goodness.
Rena
That's
is
Probably because I have straight hair.
Rena is a network marketing rock star, an amazing lady, besides
really,
her
oh my
amazing hair.
gosh, I love that. That's awesome. Um, Haley, will you tell us a little bit about just like the future of Beauty Society before we pop off?
I think we kind of already Kelly definitely summed it up, but we are planning on global expansion for sure. With Canada, the UK, Mexico. I know that lots of things are behind the scenes working, but like Kelly said, there's still so much to be done here in the United States. And with only, 12 to 13,000 advisors, we definitely want to expand here and provide jobs here as well. As far as what I see in the future for Beauty Society and Beauty Legacy, our team, is always innovation, right? Like we have to stay ahead of the curve, not only in our products, but also in our systems and the way that we connect with people, but yet still having that connection with people. And so I just see us always continuing to better ourselves, right? The best leaders are learners, and all learning together. And we didn't talk about this, but one thing that we do here that's really cool is we do a one team mission. And so everyone's on the same team. We all chip in together. We all learn from each other. We all grab from each other's strengths, right? So where I might be weak in something, then, Rena may be, that may be a strength for her. And so really just pouring into each other and what we're all good at really makes well-rounded leaders that can take the company to the next level. And so I'm just thankful you guys spent your Tuesday evening with us. Thank you, Kelly, for inviting me to be on here. What an honor to get to come and speak about my favorite thing besides my kids. So I appreciate you having me on here.
Yeah, no, I'm so happy you guys came in. I just wanted to speak to a couple quick little things like Rena said about wanting to share things because you're passionate about it. And that's like, you get that 60% off code, take a before picture, use those products for a week, 2 weeks, and you will be like sold. You'll be happy to share. You'll be excited to share. And
I mean,
that
there's nothing to lose. There's literally
Yeah.
nothing to lose. Just try the products. I mean, we can't have a 1-year money back guarantee with products that don't work. Like, I know you'll love the products. I'm never fearful about that. And that just feels good. Like,
Yes.
just, I can authentically sell these products with zero hesitation. We were just at corporate and they showed us the return. They have like a little return section. It's like 3 months of returns. There's like, I don't know, 10 things on there.
Saw
Like,
that.
it's amazing. It's so cool.
That is
Does
awesome.
anyone have any questions before we pop off?
I just wanted to say how excited I am because I've been in the industry for 15 years and I've never seen products to this caliber because what is in our products, I would pay $500 easy a month for. Having the highest levels of the heavy actives possible before an RX is just mind blowing, and that it's affordable to the everyday woman. And for me, like, I don't have to beg for sales. Literally, I just get it on their skin and they're lifers. I mean, and then they tell all their friends and their friends, and we're still so small. Like, we are in massive momentum. You are going to see us in the next few years, like, oh my God, I had a call with them. I would definitely, pray about it and jump on because literally nobody has this. They really don't. And I know that, maybe other companies say the same thing, but I mean, being a skincare enthusiast that I am, I mean, even when Melissa and Haley first came over, we all worked together and I didn't come over. I watched and I had no idea until I was sent products how effective these were and the percentages in them. I mean, they do what, a lot of companies, they angel dust, right? Or they dilute the product and say, oh yeah, we have retinol or glycolic or advanced BTX or, the peptides, but it's just a little bit. So you always see the same 4 people floating around, right? And we have over 150,000 people in Society for All sharing their testimonies. I mean, we have thousands. I mean, melasma, acne, fine lines and wrinkles, you name it, we got it. Sunspots. You can just actually, what I love about that is, you can just put in whatever the concern is and then it will pop up. But I love it. I love the systems. I love how easy it is. It's not stressful. Women, they want to look good, and for me, I just turned 50 and I was in the makeup industry and people just don't want to wear all the makeup. They want to have good skin. So instead of covering it up, they have good skin. And I'm just really excited just because I've never seen something like this in a direct sales format. And I know they're going to go to $1 billion and like, I'm all in. So it's just so exciting. It's literally so exciting to be at the forefront of what's about to happen and what's going to happen with you guys too, because literally now is the time, like literally. So I'm thrilled for you guys.
I love it, Cami. Thank you. I just want to say one quick thing before if anybody else wants to wrap up and say goodbye, but I feel like the thing that keeps popping into my head this today is like, this ain't your mama's network marketing. Like, it's not home parties. It's not online parties. It's not time consuming. It's simply sharing while you share who you are online. And I mean, everybody wants to be influencers these days. You know,
Yep.
everybody wants to be an influencer, and you can do that here without having a huge following. And it's digital marketing and influencing and all the things. And that's what network marketing is. So I really feel like we're changing the game. And when you put our systems with our products and you take that influencer mentality and you just share it like you share your favorite restaurant, like you love your press on nails, like me, whatever that is, you just mix it in and share like sincerely, and it just is super magical. So it's not what people think it is or what it used to be anymore in this like social media world, so
Isn't it interesting too that, I mean, because I remember back in the day we would do the VIPs and the home parties and then the like messenger part. I'm like, no, if I never have to do that again, I'm like so excited. Some people love to do the home parties and I'm all for it. Like people do love, but it's not something that we do here. We have Society for All, and that is, our, as you would say, third party validation. Like you don't have to do that. Like people, we don't have month end because everyone promotes mid month because of our subscriptions, right? Like it's so different. It's so different. Like I just remember like, I need 10 people to fill this slot to, or the slashes. I just need to sell 10 more of these. And, oh no,
No.
it's just, it's just so different, right? It's so different. I'm so excited. And I really love too that they set you up like, it's only $59. It's $59 and you get like the mask alone, the foaming face mask, which if you have not tried that, I'm not even kidding. You're going to be like, what is in this? It is so good. Your face will look and feel like glass after you're done. But that's how much the mask is, $59. So, and then you get I don't even know what's in it right now. I never pay attention, but it's
actually
like,
got it. It's a bunch. It's like 10 days of
yeah,
confidence, 10 days of
yeah.
brilliant, 10 days of infuse. It's
So,
our caffeinated eye serum, the
yeah,
mask, a lip
yeah.
plumper.
And
It's
then
so
on top of
good.
that, you get a 60% off code to go ham and get like whatever you want. I mean, cleansers are like $12. I mean, it's just lip scrubs are $5, and it's
Get your
just,
kids, get your teenagers their stuff. Like,
yeah,
I gotta tell you real quick about Kenny and Louie. Like, these boys, they use Set Me Free a couple of days in a row and their skin is transformed. One night Kenny was real they have their hairs like all this, so they were all acne here.
yeah,
Kenny's like, oh mom, I am so bad, blah, blah, blah. So I said to him, put the mask on tonight. He put the mask on the following morning. I said to him, I hadn't seen it the night before. I said, how's your forehead? And he came into the bathroom and he was like, oh, it's so bad. And he lifted up his forehead and he lifted up his hair and he looked in the mirror. He goes, oh wait, it's not so bad. And it was like,
yeah,
just magical. So cool. And I love that I can give that to them because I didn't have, my mom used to run me all over the damn world trying to find something that worked. Every dermatologist, every fancy store and whatever. And like nothing worked. And these guys use Set Me Free with the tea tree and the eucalyptus and the salicylic acid. And like, Debbie's on here. Her daughter has had huge changes in her skin with Infuse. Like it's helped her acne a ton. And we need people on the streets helping us get this into people's hands and helping them feel better.
yeah,
Yeah.
I have a couple of questions. Is that
Yeah.
okay?
Yeah.
of course, yeah.
Hi. Okay, so couple quick questions is, so customers can order direct from our sites?
Yes.
So it's shipped direct?
Direct.
And what is the shipping charge?
It's $5.95, but honestly, most of the time, I would say 85% of my clients are Society Plus, which means they get some sort of product on subscription every 1 to 3 months. They could change that. They could get the wash 1 month and the saving face the next month and fake ID the next month. It doesn't matter.
The
They could get
gummies.
the beauty boxes quarterly, and that opens up to them 15% off all their products on top of the percentage that they're already, like if they get a refill, you're already saving, and then you're saving 15% on top of that. Free shipping over 50. Am I forgetting something with Society Plus? I think that's
Half off.
pretty much it.
You
But
said.
yeah,
Okay.
so most people don't pay shipping.
Okay, so if you don't mind, I'm just gonna start from the beginning.
Yeah.
For all of us that are just starting out, we gotta get people in first. So I wanna get someone excited or hopeful about a product that I'm gonna promote because I believe in it. It did something for me, which I believe that is the best way to sell a product, is that what did it do for me? So you share your story. So the whole thing about customers and building your business is you want to upgrade people. First, you got to get them to click on you. Number 2 is they listen. Wow. And then being believable and genuine is very important. And maybe they'll try it. And I know, like, someone just said, like, your son did the whole thing. That's huge. So if you can share that and all, maybe they have a son. So the next step is they're going to try that. I'm not sure about the subscription. That's like building up. So the only reason why I'm asking is I want to know what it is, because I just want to make sure there isn't a stumbling block of upgrading customers. That's the whole thing with
So
this. Go
how
ahead.
I was taught in
You
the
said it.
beginning, if this is what you mean, is that I show them 2 prices. We talk about what they're gonna get, and I say to them, hey, this is your price. We get you 3 products, you can get 20% off your first order. That's the other thing, that anybody that orders from you gets 20% off their first order. Get them in the door with a good discount to start. And then I will show them, hey, and also this is your cost if we take your face wash or your fake ID or one of the products and we put it on subscription out 3 months from now. Okay. And we pop that on subscription. You get that, what is it now? It's June. So you'd get it August, September, whatever. And if it by that time comes, you're not ready for that item, we'll switch it out to something else or we'll push it off again, whatever. And then this is your price as a Society Plus member. And I will give them that other option straight out of the gate. So it's like, it's not weird. I'm not really ever presenting it to them separately. I'm just like, hey, option A, option B. And 9 times out of 10, people will say, I want to save my shipping. I want to save my 15%, throw it on. And if you're serious about the business and you're really working it, you can say to them, hey, I'll let you know when subscription day is coming up. It's going to be your time for something to arrive and we'll pop it off if you don't want it.
Well, I actually think what's great too is with the subscriptions, they have access to pause, they can choose or cancel at any time. They don't have to call or fax in a number or have a, like old school, like before. I know a company, I had to like jump through 10,000 hoops just to cancel something. I mean, everyone has subscriptions now and people love it because, especially with our ingestibles, right? So our Infuse and our gummies, people freak out like if they don't order them and they run out. So they have that option.
So true. And Rena, I think you're going to be really impressed with how the company helps you upsell and take the customers to the next level. So
Oh,
we have several options. Number one, when any customer goes to check out, there are different offers that change every like 5 to 7 days that say like, spend $5 more and get this free, or spend, $10 more and get this half off. They do that upselling for you. And then the other thing that they do is every order that they get, they're getting pieces of material that will get them back to the site. So they'll get another code to come back to the site in the next 30 days. It's normally always in like a 30-day increment, just to kind of keep that urgency moving. So the company does a really, really good job. We have a texting program that the company does to help you upsell to your customers. So they're a great support system with taking the customer. I love what you're saying. Like, let's always increase that customer average order, right? Increase what they're spending with us.
upgrade.
Yes,
upgrade.
yes.
I learned that word. It's like, it's a great word. It's
Upgrade.
like,
I
yeah,
love it. I am obsessed with it. So yeah, I think you're going to be really, really impressed with not only you as the advisor, the tools that you're going to have to be able to offer those things, but also what the company does for you on your behalf.
Yeah. We also have really cool tools that we have a whole Telegram team that puts together beautiful, beautiful content for us too, that I feel like that's something that I really value because I'm not very clever with creating like video. Like I can get online and, make a little video of myself, but I struggle to create that beautiful, like very classy looking content. And we get a lot of that too. That is just whatever's changing, product of the month, whatever it is, there's always something being handed to us to help us really make the most of sales. Do you have any other questions, Rena?
I do.
Go ahead.
And I love that there is subsequent marketing. That's great. Honestly, that's so cool because like just in the past, my previous lives, which is like longer than probably most of you, like even before you were even like born in the womb. But just think about this. You're going to swim across a river. I want to make sure that you got a floaty to get over to the river. It's great that once we know over the river, it's like the promised land. There's a great beach. We're going to be sunning and there's a barbecue. But we got to get to the river first. So the reason why I asked, and I want to just be really specific with this, because I always put myself as the consumer first, and I try to answer and overcome all the objections first as a consumer, because then I can be genuine and say, hey, shit, I know what you mean. Like, so the first thing is, if I would get hooked on a product, and I believe that is the way to get in here. I don't believe in selling the whole line. This is like the greatest thing since, I don't believe in that. I believe that everybody has a specific need or whatever. And if you can fix the hurt in their life or in their loved one, you're in. Don't try to sell them the whole thing right away. So if I can get them in first, and someone said, and again, I'm going back because it hit me like, if I had a child or a grandson at this point in my life that had the problem with the acne, which I remember from previous years, if I could find something with that, I don't want to know about anything else. I just want to make sure that it's doable. It's not, it doesn't push it. In other words, that first step, I want to make sure that it's, what's the word? That it doesn't disqualify them saying, oh no, it's $15 to get a $10 product. Okay, do you understand what I'm saying? So that's now, so I need the answer to that. Now, it may be a good answer and it may not be, and then we have to change our approach. But my approach at first would be is to address a problem that someone has, and we can fix it. Today, I asked Kelly, by the way, I've got the link. And I said, let me go look at the line. And it's a very interesting line because it's because the majority of customers are baby boomers, like myself, which is the problem with aging, and we all look like crap.
You look amazing. So.
But yeah. Hey, you know what? You know how old I'm going to be next month? Oh my God, it's horrible. I'm like actually trying to live through this. The first number is a 7. So,
Wow.
so we're going through this now. Honestly, listen, this could be a really great thing. And that's why I decided to like jump on here. Because the majority, and there really is, the baby boomer was like the biggest generation as we go through. I mean, I don't want to like, if I'm taking over and like, just throw me off, just mute me. But as we went through stuff like the ages of things, and it was like disco, and then it was like all this hot stuff, it was jogging and shit like that. It's like now the thing is like we all want to look younger. Okay.
Okay.
And it's not just the 50-year-olds like you guys, especially like the older, holy crap, you got something, we'll do it. And I love that you have the other things because we all have grandchildren or children that are suffering with the acne kind of thing, right?
Yeah, we have great
So-
customizable lines.
Right. So what we want is the hook. You got to get them in.
So a
And I
lot of
lo-
people's hook is Infuse.
Who said?
Infuse, which is our ingestible hyaluronic acid, and a lot of people will use that as, like you said, just sort of one hook product rather than trying to share a million things, because Infuse really does help all the skin all over your body in so many different ways. So that
And
might be a
saving-
product that you want to look at.
I think saving
Okay.
face for immediate results.
Again, true.
Yes. Yes.
All
Yes,
nighter is great.
absolutely.
All nighter is it's great for all skin types. It's our retinol product. It will fight your fine lines and wrinkles. It will fight your acne. It really resurfaces your whole skin, brings your fresh young skin forward, no matter what your skin problem is. And it's
Really? Okay.
great.
Yeah,
That's
and
all
here's
really-
here's the thing too. Society for All does all. I mean, literally, people will see the results and they share what they're using, and they just go and buy it. Like it's crazy. You will see, it's just so different, and especially like once they get it on their skin. Plus, they have a 12-month guarantee, so there's no, they can use it for a month and send it back and get a refund.
That's a wonderful, I'm going to tell you right now, I've never heard of that. And that
Yeah.
is a great thing to fall
Yeah.
back on. So you could be
Yeah.
confident in what
Yeah.
you're selling and doing. Okay.
Yeah.
But I still believe that everyone, you have to address a pain that they have.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay.
Yeah,
Because that's
absolutely.
what these products are. We are
Yeah.
relieving a pain, whether it
Yeah.
be mental, physical, right? Emotional.
Yes.
Hmm,
Yes.
definitely.
Right?
Yeah.
But if we can address that, and that's what I wanted to know. If we can do that, and I want to make sure that there's a smooth way, because I don't care. I don't care if it's a $3 product, that it's easy enough for them, because once I get them in and once we get them, I love that there's a subsequent, subscription and all that other stuff. But I just want to make sure that it's easy enough to get them in.
Yeah.
And to get
And
them
you know
to,
what? I will
to try.
Yeah. Yes, for sure. I'll definitely share with you, what I do. The biggest thing in closing here is that being consistent. So, you're sharing it, and you're sharing your results and your friends' results. And then, the way I do, because people will ask, people will watch, and then they ask, right? So what I always do is I ask two questions, especially when they're inquiring, is talking about your skin, and are you dry or oily? And then I just kind of spit back, what I think that they should get. And I have a thing that you can use. Also, there's a skincare quiz that's just super easy that will share with them. But what else is really great is, when you say, it's a 12-month guarantee, like they are 12, yeah, they can use it. And if they don't like it, great. So there's no risk, right?
I love
And they
that.
also get 20% off code off their first order. So it's fabulous, right? Because they're like, wow, I get 20% off and there's a 12-month guarantee. Well, let's go. Especially if they have, serious concerns, right? So we can help with that.
And we
But
can-
I appreciate you guys all jumping on. Does anybody else have any questions, or we can start a chat too?
Yeah,
Kelly,
that's what I was gonna say. Even Cami, if you and I, or actually Kara, who's actually my sponsor, also had said to me, if anyone wants to take this conversation further, we can schedule another chat tomorrow or something like that.
Yeah, I say it's $59, and I think too, do we still have the dollar?
We do still have the dollar, I believe. I didn't check today,
Yeah.
but I know it's been
Yeah.
hanging on.
Yeah, I
Honestly,
mean,
I
we do.
think that $59 is worth it because you get to taste the Brilliant, taste the
Amen.
Confident, taste the
Amen.
Infuse.
Yeah.
and really get some hero products in that
Yes.
$1,500.
Yes. All right. Well, it was so great to meet all you guys.
Thank you, ladies.
All right. You guys have a great night.
Bye, guys. Thank you.
Bye. Thank